silent. But sometimes, silence hides something terrifying. Deep within the lonely hills stood an old guest house, a place forgotten by time, where travelers arrived, but not everyone returned. Tonight's story is inspired by mysterious tales from the silent hills, where shadows walk after midnight and whispers echo through empty corridors. So dim the lights, put on your headphones, and enter the world of the Whispering Hills. In the cold mountains of Himachal, there was a small village hidden between dense forests and fog-covered roads. The villagers believed one thing very strongly: never travel through the hills after midnight. Most tourists laughed at the warning, until they heard the stories. One winter evening, a young photographer named Arjun arrived there. He loved abandoned places and ghost stories. For him, fear was just entertainment. At a tea stall, an old man warned him, "Old man, if you hear someone calling your name in the forest, never answer." Arjun smiled. "Arjun, ghost stories make good business, uncle." The old man's smile disappeared. "Old man, I'm not joking." That night, heavy rain blocked the roads, so Arjun stayed at an old guest house near the forest. The caretaker was strange. He barely spoke. Before leaving, he handed Arjun a lantern and said, "Caretaker, no matter what happened, don't open the door after midnight." The electricity failed around 11:45 p.m. The entire building sank into darkness outside. The wind howled like someone crying. Arjun tried sleeping, but then, knock, knock, knock. Someone was at the door. He checked his phone. 12:03 a.m. Again. Knock, knock. A woman's voice whispered softly. Woman's voice. "Please help me." Arjun froze. The voice sounded weak, terrified. Woman's voice. "They're following me." Arjun remembered the caretaker's warning, but curiosity defeated fear. Slowly, he opened the door. No one was there, only fog, cold white fog moving through the empty hallway. Then suddenly, he heard footsteps downstairs. Tap, tap, tap. Arjun grabbed his camera and followed the sound. At the end of the corridor stood a woman wearing an old white dress. Her long, wet hair covered her face. She stood completely still. Arjun called out, "Arjun, hello?" No response. He lifted his camera to take a picture. Flash. For 1 second, her face became visible. Her eyes were completely black, and her mouth stitched shut. Arjun stumbled backward in terror. The woman slowly pointed toward room 7, then disappeared. Gone. As if she was never there. Breathing heavily, Arjun walked toward room 7. The door was locked from outside, but strange scratching sounds came from inside. He pushed the door open. The room smelled rotten. On the walls were hundreds of scratch marks, and written repeatedly in blood-red letters, "Don't answer the voices." Suddenly, his camera turned on by itself. The screen showed a photograph, a picture of Arjun standing in the hallway, taken from behind him, just seconds ago. But he was alone. Then who took the picture? Slowly, behind Arjun in the photo, the woman appeared again, standing closer, smiling. Arjun turned around and saw her inches away from his face. Her stitched mouth slowly tore open. A horrible scream filled the room. The lantern exploded. Darkness swallowed everything. The next morning, villagers found the guest house empty. Arjun had vanished. Only his camera remained. Inside it was one final photograph, a dark hallway, and at the very end, Arjun standing silently beside the ghost woman, his eyes completely black. Even today, locals say that if you stay in those hills after midnight, you may hear someone whisper your name through the fog. And if you answer, you become part of the Silent Hills forever. If you enjoyed this horror story, subscribe for more dark mysteries, haunted legends, and terrifying tales from around the world.